the plot holes continue, because here we're trying to find Eggman in Babylon Garden, but for some reason Eggman has decided to get off his flying Eggmobile and go on the Egg Scooter. But before that, Tails has a new board that he could very easily have missed and just fall into the thing. But check this, it's new gear. There has been no time between them seeing it at Sand Ruins and them coming here.
No, but like just in case.
Meaning that he had this before the final race. You know, exactly, with the board that blows up.
Why did you just give him that board?
And again, they're trying to stop Eggman from getting some legendary treasure here that could potentially help him rule the world or something, or they think. But nope, we're still doing this on boards because, like, what? You still think I'm inferior? Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah, he's Sonic's ego. Oh my
this is Sonic Boom Sonic level stuff here.
And let me tell you what I was going to say before.
Note how it's not capture Eggman and stop him from taking over the world.
That doesn't matter to Sonic. Let me what I was going to say before we record. I said no, I'm going to save it for the recording. This is so dumb that I had to stop saying who cares, because it's too stupid to not say. It's too stupid to not care how stupid it is.
Okay.
It's so stupid that I have to get passionate about it.
By the way, I love this stage. I mean, it used to give me so much trouble because it's so very treacherous. Because they're inside rails. Where are we going? We don't need rails.
So this is
Babylon Garden.
No, this is the Rainbow Rail.
No. But there are some rails somewhere. But for some reason, even though it just came back up, Star Fox is here to help us. Thanks, Fox.
Why are you going via tornado?
Look, here's the thing. The Babylonians were supposed to have ancient technology, which, as we all know, is much better than any technology we have right now. That's just the rule. Now,
yeah, if you look at Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn.
And there's 100 rings. There's a secret 100 rings there, which also required some danger. And before I got a handle on drifting, just like I used to fail that corner so many times, and I couldn't through the top because the hit detection didn't work for that.
If Star Fox is helping us out,
yes,
why doesn't he just fly a statement?
Because he's too busy dealing with Andross. No! Okay.
I thought he'd say he was too busy dealing with his controls.
And I nearly get stuck in one of the alternate paths. If I get stuck in the flat path, because I can't fly, I go into a pit. If I get stuck in the power path, I can technically dodge the pillars, but they're for the power characters to box. Also, this is super dangerous. We shouldn't be tricking in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Yeah,
and when was there a thunderstorm? We were in like a cloudless desert literally a few minutes ago.
And not only that, why is...
By the way, that turn that I'm avoiding...
move? Why is it staying... no, I care.
By the way, the turn that I keep skipping, by taking that really treacherous looking grind rail for the speed character, is one of the hardest drifting sections in the game. Back when I looked at the rail.
Why is it 3 laps? We're trying to catch up to X.
Yeah, that too. I looked at like the rail where this was happening, and I was just like, "There's no way I'm risking that." But if you don't risk that, you get to one of the hardest turns just ever.
Like, this would be where if they had the hindsight.
It's a good thing Star Fox is always there at that exact moment that we're falling. Or no, it's Peppy, and he's saying, "Get Fox, get this guy off me." By the way, I just barely managed to get the hitbox for that off. I was so sure I was dead.
Basically, if this is where they should have had the hindsight to copy from Mario Kart 7 and have long continuous tracks that are just 3 sections rather than 3 laps. And that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Just one long.
Except that this game is so hard that would practically guarantee failure.
Because you wouldn't be able to get used to.
Yeah, I did that the first time. As I said, I'm making this look much easier than it actually is. Even with all that, Jet Barrett was right behind me.
And it does, because I wanted to complain about the fact that you're crashing into walls a lot when you were as Tails. In that.
Yeah, that Tails stage was like my worst performance, but yeah. Well, looks like I win, and because of that, you now automatically make a mistake just so I can rub my point in.
Well, at least he beat Bird Girl. What's his name?
Jet.
Okay. Where are you, Eggman?
So he's able to have a rock fall on him.
Well,
I don't know.
But Eggman has the master plan and has taken Amy hostage, and she is doing nothing.
She was
absolutely nothing.
Bushes.
Yes, because she hung on to the Eggmobile to try and chase him, and she could very clearly wrestle him out. But he's like, stay still or else I'll hurt Amy. And then he says no. He's just like, no, okay, I'll shoot her. He's just like, whatever. But yes, this is a hold on. I know, but this is a parallel to what Jet did to him in the first cutscene. But he does a better version where he disappears immediately and attacks Eggman. Even though there was no need to go through all these theatrics. And in the end, Amy is still caught up in it. So he just did that for style points. Now you can talk.
Amy is just...
No, I know. That gets brought up later. Now you can talk.
This is so stupid.
I don't want your
Okay.
nor do I need it.
There's so much to get to.
If they don't want it, then let's take it. Treasure is treasure.
I was about to say that. I don't even remember. Let's move on.
Let's all move on with our lives.
I think it's time to leave now. Tails?
Yeah, let's go pick up those chaos emeralds we left on the ground and oh darn it.
Amy?
Did you see the face? I saw the face.
You dive into Eggman knowing I was there.
Yeah, that was like the entire point.
Good question.
Well, Amy, I thought...
You know, she is super tough, so he is right.
That's what I was about to say. She's strong enough to hold up a hammer. She could have just pushed...
And there's the hammer we're talking about. Why did she not just have that and bonk Eggman on the head?
Yeah, like, why did she just move Eggman back?
And why is Sonic running slow enough for her to actually hit him?
Well, this is the game, so she's supposed to be semi-fast.
She's semi-fast, but nowhere near as fast.
Yeah,
as
but they're all,
Sonic.
it's not like Sonic Boom where nobody's fast.
Well, in the game.
But yeah, in the game she's fast.
Well, that was the first story, everybody. I'm sure you can't wait for a rousing round of the second story.
As in, it's like I've grown up a little. It's just seeing that. Okay, this makes me more confident in my ability to create media as I grow up. Because if something this bad can just be made and then released and sold,
dude,
this is so bad.
Dude, I need to point out to you, this came on the 15th anniversary.
This is...
Wait, hold on, wait. This was not the only thing to come out the 15th anniversary. There was also Sonic Genesis, which was the inferior remake of Sonic 1 on the Game Boy with multiple issues of clipping, screen crunch, terrible lag, to the point where somebody just made a special emulator of it using the same thing and did it much better than Sega did. It was literally just something they threw together. And it's a terrible game, just ask Johnny. And Sonic 06.
So that's...
No, hold on. You have to realize. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but you have to realize. This is the best thing to come out of the 50th anniversary.
Yeah, I was about to say that. This skirted by is like, it was so bad, and then something it's just threw it out there and said, I want all the attention. And, okay, dude, you take it.